getting the forge ready. Going to do a differential heat treat on this model 23, and so I use wood, just regular dried wood. I use coal, you know, your forging coal, and I also use charcoal. That's wood charcoal, and this is the forging coal. So I do a mixture of all three with a little wood. Got it powered with a little hair dryer. It's blowing the air in there, and so gonna let this get up to temp, and I'm gonna do a differential heat treat, and we'll dip it in the oil over here. So you can see I got the blade right there, and let it heat up and get it red hot. I do a differential heat treat. The lower half of that blade is going to get red hot, and we're going to do, that's what differential heat treat is. Along the spine, it's going to be a little softer. That gives you a more robust blade. So I'm using 80 CRV2. The steels I use is 80 CRV2 now, 5160, and 01 tool steel. So we're just going to continue to let that heat up. I'm going to do an oil quench on it. We can come right out there, and we're going to dip it right down in that bucket of oil. Alright, the blade's getting up to where we need it. See, it's getting there. It's almost there. So let's just let it keep riding there a few minutes. 2 or 3 more minutes, and we're going to go ahead and dip it. Okay, so I went ahead and bumped my air up to high, and we're going to go ahead, this thing's almost there. We're going to go ahead and pull this out and get her the differential heat treat on it. So yeah, I use wood charcoal that's already burned, regular coal, and actual wood. Works out great. Works great for me anyway. So okay, so I think I just blew a fuse or something. Let me check this out. All right, guys, getting ready to quench. I use engine oil. This is just old engine oil, and about 10% of water. So I mixed just a little bit of water in with it. So I just stirred that up. We're getting ready to dip it. Alright guys, so we just got through tempering. We did a differential heat treat, then tempered. This is the blade's totally hard, the cutting edge. So you take a file, you want to skate across there without grabbing it. So that's outstanding. I do a differential heat treat, so we got a hard blade here, and then we've got the spine's going to be softer. So I just prefer a differential heat treat. Alright guys, so this is 80 CRV2. I use 80 CRV2, 5160, and 01 tool steel. Okay, and then alright, almost there. Alright guys, real quick video here at the end. You guys saw some shop footage. You know, this is my M9X combat survival knife that I do full tang with a EOD handguard, 1095 high carbon steel, sandblasted in that crystalline gray, nice aggressive hollow grind, down to a 10-degree secondary cutting edge. These come out really cool. But this is a type serration that I do, and with this type serration, they just get sharper as you use a little diamond file. So these can be sharpened out in the field, and then you can sharpen in between. And the more you sharpen them, the more effective the knife becomes for sawing through wood branches. But it's a really cool knife. True full tang, got a multi-function pry bar pommel tip. But right now I'm working on these hollow handles. This is my model 23 Storm. This one's going to a gentleman in Europe. This is my model 24 Soldier. These will be finished up. Thinking I'll have them done by tomorrow, maybe the next day, but within the next couple of days. I like to canter my handles down just a tad, just a little bit. I totally hand make all the guards. And this one I did heat treat and temper. You guys saw some of the video on that before we got to this little ending part here. But so I've got to, I'm getting ready to start sanding this back and get it all polished up. I've got to work on the guard. So these will be stamped. This is my very first one that I did. Second one went to a gentleman in Washington, but I stamped this 01. He's got 02. This one will be stamped 03, 04. I'm stamping them on this side of the handguard. Then I put my maker's mark down here on the guard and the year. This is the Storm. It'll be stamped Storm 23, or either Storm 23 or 23 Storm. And this one's 5160. I've got this one's 5160. This one's 80 CRV2. So I mean, usually 80 CRV2, 5160, or 01 tool steel is one that I use. This one has a 6 3/4 inch blade. So yeah, I went ahead and just gave this one to my daughter, and then it's named after her. I named the knife Storm, the model 23. So they're pretty cool. I'm really getting into these hollow handles, enjoy making them. I've been ordering these parts, handle parts and caps, and then I use a titanium bar stock to lock these out. Liquid cold weld. The bar stock's going to go through there, and I put the tang in there 1.5 inches. Most guys, 90% of the guys that I've seen, or all of them actually, they will only go in about 1 inch. So I do 1.5 inches. I want my knives to be robust. Alright guys, then you can custom. Now this survival capsules just barely, I got one that'll barely work, but you'll have to just kind of customize. There's survival capsules you can find on eBay that'll go down in there. So I don't want to give up any more tang inserts, so I keep mine at 1.5 inches, so I want a robust knife. And that liquid cold weld, it has around, well, let's see, this is right here. It's 5020 psi, so it's pretty strong stuff. Once it dries, it's not coming loose. I can guarantee you that. The blade will break before this tang insert will break. So yeah guys, I'm just working on a couple of knives here. Just thought I'd include this video. I'll have a finish up video at the end where these are shined and polished up, and we'll be showcasing them, these two here. And so appreciate you guys. I'll catch you guys on the next one.